The Euro Cup second knockout round awaits. There hasn't been a lot of time passed since we last met, but there's been an awful lot going on behind the scenes. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 64. Well, and as you can see, not a lot going on. I switched skins again. I do this all the time. I can't explain why. I just, I'll use one for a while, and then something niggly will drive me up a wall about it, and I'll change. So we're back to the OPZ skin. That's the one I like a lot, but I'm reasonably sure to give it 4 weeks. I'll be back to the Yak skin or, the TCS skin or something like that. Anyhow, we played Saint Etienne away, and we beat them 2-0. Thanks to goals by Lucien Marin and Armand No. Today, though, it is all about Valencia. And, there have been teams in every save I've had in FM that, for whatever reason, just stand out. And you wouldn't expect them to. And this save, it's Valencia. Why is it Valencia? Well, first of all, they're a good team, but they're not a great team, if that makes sense. They've been fourth place in La Liga for years and years and years. That, however, is not what is interesting about them. It's their head coaches. They had Marcelino. He resigned from the role in 2024. Thomas Tuchel took over, left PSG to take over. He lasted all of 184 days and was sacked. Where is he now? He's Bayern. So he went from PSG to Valencia to Bayern. Maureen Armani was the interim coach, and he took over. Bruno Genesio is the head coach of Valencia now. He left as the head coach of France to take over Valencia. And that's after he won the World Cup in 2022. And he was he was a coach at Lyon for a long time, and then he was a head coach there for 4 years. Left that job to take over France, led France to the World Cup, and decided, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to go to Valencia. It's just interesting. It seems there's one club like that every year in every save I've had. In this save, it is Valencia. And that is who we are playing. We're going to play Marseille offline. We had our youth intake. It was solid. It wasn't spectacular. Let me sort by age here. The guys in blue are the ones who came in. Probably our two best were Jean-Pierre Tremoni, who is a defensive midfielder with nice physicals and a decent first touch, and that is about it. He's got 3.5 star potential. And then Mohamed Afkir, who's got a mercenary personality. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Physicals, they're not bad. The balance is a little troubling. The mentals are nice. The 16 bravery is great. The marking at 12, tackling 8 is nice. He'd be a great lower league player at the moment, except he's 15. 3.5 star potential as well. And then that's pretty much it. Since we've gotten up into League One, our youth intakes, we haven't had any golden generations. And this actually has, in terms of who we have, is probably the worst one we've had for a while. Staff-wise, this is my head of youth development. He's good in the Netherlands. He's okay in France. He's getting better. I brought him in because of his working with youngsters. His coaching skills were nice. His judging player and potential were the best available at the time. He was a definite improvement over my other head of youth development who presided all over the golden generations we had. He's fairly professional, but the past 2 youth intakes we've had have not been great. So I'm hoping the next one will be better. Fingers crossed. The fingers are also crossed for playing Valencia. We are going to be home first and then away. So I'm going to check the best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to be back with our home match against Valencia in just a bit. And this is who we're starting. Ramirez in goal, Salibi, Ponzo, Cristiano, and Wilson as the defensive back 4, Soldevilla, Afonso, and Marjman as the midfield 3, with Soldevilla and back as the defensive midfielder, Frank and No as the attacking midfielders, Marin up top as the strikers. I need to change this here real quick. Take off the low crosses. Put them as mixed. Take off focus on the left, focus play on the middle. This was I'm making the change. I'm taking away the changes we made when we played Saint Etienne. And if you do hear a rumbling noise in the background, it is raining here today. It's actually been raining for about the past 30 hours, which is nice because I cut my lawn about 36 hours ago. If I hadn't, the State Conservation Society was about ready to come to my door and declare it an official wetlands. So, it only took me 2.5 hours. And it's not that big a backyard. That's how tall the grass was. Not a lot going on. Ponzo launches one forward for Marin, but... Marchman intercepts the pass. Takes a shot. Reyes stops it. David Ray is about the only name I'd recognize, and that's because he is a good young English keeper. He's got potential in the game. Ponzo. He scores off the header. Slots it past Ray and the defender who was in front of him. That was well done. We practiced set pieces a lot this week. Wilson sends it in. Ponzo jumps up and just... looks like Ray was shielded by the number 14. Half hour in, not a lot going on. Moss, free kick from outside, curls it wide. Coming up on halftime. Recallo with a corner kick in for Valencia. Ramirez with a nice stop, bounces back and forth. Finally kicked out of bounds by Cristiano, who dispossesses the Valencia player to do it. Dodged a big bullet there. Well, it is halftime, and I'm not going to say we've dominated Valencia, but we've definitely been better than them. 10 shots, 6 on target. No woodwork hits, though. No clear-cut chances, the 1/2 chance. Valencia's had 4 and 2 and a slight possession advantage. But the Jonathan Panzo header off the corner kick is doing us well. Moving right to left now. Kickoff highlight, Cristiano to Marjman, and it ends. Leto with the free kick. Over to Gaia, dispossessed by No. No tries crossing it in, but it bounces off a Bastia player. Ends up at Frank's foot, and he puts it far post. Oh, that was good. That was lucky. But you know what? Sometimes you need some luck. No, with the slide tackle, jumps back up, gets the ball, tries crossing it in, but he bounces it off a Valencia player, and it ends up right at Frank, who just totally deked out Rhea. Sent him low to the right, and he sent the ball low and left. Oh, and Sotovia just got injured. Well, that is why we have Gajikadiev. Not the best regista, so he's going to come in as the deep line playmaker. Soler gets the errant header from Marin, sends it up to Sao, to Gaia, to Sao, to Moss. Long pass to Oriozola on the right, who cuts inside, dribbles past a bunch of players. Garcia with the ball, hits the post, hits Ramirez, and Cristiano knocks it out of bounds. That's another woodwork hit for them. They've had 2. Salibi with the throw-in to Gajikadiev, to Afonso, back to Gajikadiev, to Marjman, up to Afonso, to Marin, cuts right, takes the shot, bounces it off Ray and in. Well, that was very nice. Marjman's to Afonso, to Marin, dribbles it once. Oh, Reyes should have had that. I'm going to pause it here real quick because I want to make a couple of subs as well. Bernat is going to come on for Marjman, and he and Afonso are going to switch. Save our last sub for just in case. Ramirez with the goal kick. Sends it towards Frank. Knocked down. Bernat can't get it, though. When did he pick up a yellow card? He's only been on for a little bit of time. Colidio to Campos. Across the field, but Salibi intercepts it. To Ponzo. Back to Salibi. To Gajikadiev. Up to Afonso. Out to Marin. Dispossessed by a Valencia player. Loses it. Soler has it. Up to Sao. To Soler. Oriozola. Drives forward. Passes up to Colidio. And hey, Valencia gets a goal back. His 19th goal of the season. Wow. It was a nice run inside by Oriozola. Oh, Colidio did the same thing to Ramirez that we did to Rhea. Oh, kickoff highlight. Gajakadiev to Afonso. Back to Cristiano. Out to No. He's going to drive forward. Crosses it in. Marin's there, and we get one back on the ensuing kickoff. A brace of goals for Marin. Nice. It was a great assist by Armand, too. That was well done. I think Armand again has double-digit goals and assists this season. We'll have to look. I'm fairly sure that's correct, though. My daughter started practicing upstairs. Sorry about that if you can hear it. Oh, and Campos misses the header. Grenade, corner kick in. Frank. Oh, he snuck that in there somehow. It's probably going to look horrible on the 3D. Oh, it looks like it hit the crossbar above Rea and then went in. This is a solid all-around performance for us. Can Marin get a third? He can. Wow. 6-1 at home against Valencia is brilliant. This game crashes right now, I swear. Is he onside? He is. I don't think Frank intended that header, but it definitely worked. And we win 6-1 against Valencia at home. Ponzo a goal, Frank a brace, Marin a hat trick. Soldevilla got injured though. What's up with that? 17 shots, 12 on target for us, 8-3 for Valencia. I'm not saying a bottle job is out of the realm of possibility, but it's going to take one of epic proportions for us to not progress. Soldevilla's out 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, we got Gajakadiev. Delight for SC Bastia after 6-1 win was a very good win. Marin was definitely stellar. Of course, if he wasn't wanted before, he is now. I'm gonna do the press conference offline. We're gonna play Marseille offline, and then have a review of the league, short review of the league after that, and then come back for the away match at Valencia in just a bit. It's a well done performance, boys. Very, very nice. Well, 2 years ago, we beat PSG 2-1. It was probably one of the last games they lost, if I remember correctly. It was an unexpected result at an unexpected time. I think we've surpassed that by beating Olympique Marseille with a pretty rotated side. And it was just... I didn't think we had a chance, really. I played a pretty rotated side. I was hoping for just a draw, and we actually had a draw. Lincoln had a brace of goals from Marseille in the first half, 4th and 41st minute. Beleni Malangu put one in for us in the 10th minute off a very nice strike from about 18 yards in. We were on the back foot all game. Marseille had 33 shots, 22 on target, 5 off target, 1 woodwork hit, 5 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances, a slight possession advantage, 14 corners. And the defense, it doesn't look like it, but the defense was just stout. Ramirez was fabulous between the sticks. He ended up being League One Player of the Week for his performance. The Marin goal came off a counterattack. The Sousa goal came off a counterattack. We got lucky. I will be the first person to admit it, because by winning this game, we stayed equal with Monaco. Now, currently it says we're in 5th place, but we've also got 3 games in hand because of how many games have been moved around to accommodate everyone else's schedule. We're currently tied with Monaco at 53 points. They're ahead on goal differential, but like I said, we've got 3 games in hand, so it's going to be a fight for 4th place, I think. I'd like to get it. I'd like to keep it. You know, I'd be happy with 5th, you know, be Euro Cup again. The drop-off between 5th and 6th is nowhere near as great as the drop-off between 1st and 2nd. PSG is 23 points ahead of Olympique Marseille. No, 13 points. Math is hard. Anyhow, Currently, Frank and Lucien Marin are tied on 16 goals apiece. Kane Wilson, the highest average rating. Armand and Kane both have 8 assists. Andre Soldevilla has the highest pass completion percentage, but he is out for the next 4 weeks with the twisted ankle he picked up in the last match against Valencia. Most player of the match awards is Frank. Antoine Bernay, 10 yellow cards. Most red cards, we've got 3. We're doing good. We're beating last year's record. Go, guys. Jesus. Our 42 goals are 5th highest in the league. Our 24 goals are 3rd best. Our defense is where we are. 2 red cards are the 4th highest. Our attendance is topped out. We're maxing out the stadium. So if this keeps up, this may be the offseason I go to the board and say, hey, let's buy the stadium and then build a new one. We'll have to wait and see. I think a lot of the, how can I say this? The chances of that being successful are probably going to be related to how well we keep doing in the Euro Cup. So we've actually got that next. Yeah, that's the second time they told me to do that. The Bastia fans are hopeful. Leiden Jurdrich healthy, but he's a backup, so it's not going to matter for this coming match. So we have a healthy lead over Valencia. It's going to take a bottle job that even Dr. Benji would have to sit back and go, holy cow, that's a bottle job. I mean, we're talking like PSG losing to Barcelona type of bottle job for us not to go on to the next round. So let's see if we can do that. Well, to date, we are playing our 4-1-2-3. Ramirez on goal, Salibi, Panzo, Cristiano Wilson as the defensive back four, Gachikadiev as the defensive midfielder behind Bernade and Afonso, Frank and Armand up top as the attacking midfielders, and Marin as the striker. So we've got a 5-goal differential over Valencia. I think we should be doing okay. No. To Bernade. To Afonso, takes the shot off the post and off Rea. Markovic gets it and kicks it out of bounds for the Bastia corner kick. Bernade sends it short to Salibi. Jeez, why would you cut it off there, people? Oh, Yoda went out in the 6th minute. Kane picked up an injury too, but we're going to leave him on until the half. Almost no highlights this first half. We've been a lot better than Valencia. 6 shots, 5 on target to Valencia's 4-1. We've had a possession advantage. Now, a very unexciting game, which is what we were hoping for. Okay, with Kane being injured, Noah's going to have to drop back to the wing-back position. Malongo is going to come on as the winger. Kickoff highlight, Panzo to Gachikadiev to Bernade, and it ends. Salibi on the throw-in to Bernade to Afonso. Back to Panzo to Gachikadiev, over to Panzo again, back out to Salibi, to Panzo, to Bernade, to Afonso, to Gachikadiev. You know, there's a whole other half of the field, guys. Gachikadiev launches it forward, Gaia has it, sends it to Caramaco, Sao, back to Markovic. To Judicio, to Sao, out to Guedes on the right. He cuts inside, then back outside, crosses into Clidio, who takes the shot and buries it from the top of the box. That is no bueno, guys. Come on. It's a good run by Guedes. Who's the number 12 player? Is that Panzo or is that Cristiano? It's Cristiano. Tried the slide tackle and failed. Judicio. To Sal. To Ortizola. Comes in, takes the shot, but it bounces off Ramirez and goes out of bounds. Ortizola to Sal off the free kick to Guedes. Back out to Gaia, who's all alone on the left. He cuts in on the left side of the box, tries crossing in, but it's knocked away. Frank has it. Holds it up and just kicks it down the field. Karamoko's going to get there before Marin. He sends it back to Rea. Who sends it forward into the crowd. Knocked down, but Bernade ends up sending it to a Valencia player who sends it over to Guedes. Over to Ortizola. Back to Guedes. Top of the box. Takes the shot off Ramirez and in. With 6 goals, we're looking a lot better. Oh, Ramirez totally... He should have done better. Okay, 60 minutes in, we're going to make a couple of changes. You know what, we're going to bring Marjman on and move him up to the midline. as the ball-winning midfielder on support. He's going to replace Gadrikadiev, who was not the healthiest. 5 minutes left. Bernay sends it in. Ponzo knocks it away. Salibi's going to run it down. Top of the box. Takes the shot. Wide left. Ramirez with the goal kick. Well, the free kick, rather. Out to Ordiziola. Bernay's there. Sends it up into space, but Karamoko intercepts it. It was a pass for Marin, but he didn't break on the ball. Malangu holds it up over to Afonso. To Marjman. To Marin. To Frank. Out towards Salibi. Can he get there before it goes out of bounds? No. That was interesting. But that is the game. And we beat Valencia 6-3 on aggregate. That was well done. And we are in the Euro Cup quarterfinals. Kane Wilson, tight calf, out for only 2 days. Do the press conference in a minute. 1.1 million euros for the second cup knockout round victory. I'm going to do the press conference and we're going to come back and see who we're playing. And we're playing Sporting. Third in the Portuguese Premier League. Solid squad. Third mostly. They came in second. Anybody I recognize? There are names on there I probably should recognize, but I am not. Let me sort by this. Jan Bednarik, I recognize. I recognize the name, but I don't think I recognize the name, but I don't recognize the player. Maybe, probably from fantasy football, because he's on Southampton. Nope. None of these names are standing out. Doesn't mean I shouldn't recognize them. It just means I'm not recognizing them. Okay, so. Looking ahead. Well, look, Sporting in a little under a month. So we will come back for Sporting and see what happens next. Some very good results today. The Valencia loss, well, I'm not counting that because we were so far ahead of them. But the fact that we beat Marseille with a really rotated squad was very, very nice. Our form's been good. I'd like to think we can keep it up and keep a hold on fourth place. Monaco's going to have something to say about that, though. If you liked what you see and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name is FM19, and I thank you for watching The Return of Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 64.